A very good morning to all students. Today we are going to one more new topic to study Laplace equation involving a circle. In the previous, we have studied two examples regarding the Laplace equation or the elliptic equations. Now that is the Cartesian form. Now let us move to one more different types of the that is the coordinates should be in the periodic condition, that is Laplace equation involving a circle. The elliptic problem is defined in a circle as nebula square u is equal to 0. Then r is lies between 0 and a, and theta is lies between 0 to 2 pi. With the conditions u of a comma theta is equal to f of theta, and theta is lies between 0 to 2 pi, where the solution lies inside the circle. Since the geometry is circular, like a circle type, the polar coordinates should be used along with a periodicity condition. Look here in the previous we used the Cartesian, here using the polar coordinates. The u of r comma theta is equals to u of r. Look here, this is the periodic. In place of theta, you are writing theta plus 2 pi, and r is lies between 0 to a. Let the Laplace equation in the polar coordinates be, we already know in the previous classes how we can write the polar coordinates in the Laplace equation. URR plus 1 by r, UR plus 1 by r square, u theta theta equals to 0. Then using the variable separable method, the solution of this Laplace equation can be written in this form. U of r comma theta is equal to r of r h of theta. So using equation 2, you can find the URR, UR and u theta theta. URR means dou square u by dou r square. You differentiate this time equation 2 with respect to r 2 times, we'll get r double dash r. This is as it is, and only dou u by dou r will get r dash. Dou square u by dou theta square is get h double dash. So all the, once we know that dou square u by dou r square, dou u by dou r, dou square by dou theta value, theta square value, substitute back in the equation 1. Then we'll get like this. Plugging equation 2 in 1, then after the differentiation, r double dash of h plus 1 by r dash h plus 1 by r square, h double dash of r is equal to 0. Then this equation dividing by RH, after dividing the RH each term, we'll get r double dash by r, 1 by r dash by r, plus 1 by r square, h double dash of h is equal to 0. Then here, taking the LCM r square, and after taking the LCM r square, small r square, you should take, that is the right hand side, or multiply each term by r square. Then here r square, here r square, here r square. Then r square, r double dash of r plus r into r dash by r plus h double dash by h. R square by r square is get cancelled. It is 1. So we have two solutions here. The first two terms, if the one solution, then h double dash of h is the another solution. Then r square, r double dash by r plus r dash by r is equal to lambda square plus h dash by h is equal to minus lambda square. As you know that in the previous classes. Then this one, we can take the r is the LCM, then take right hand side, it is 0. Then r square, r double dash, r dash minus lambda square r is equal to 0. Then we'll get from this equation this one. From this equation we get h double dash plus lambda square h is equal to 0. What is h? What is the lambda means? Lambda is a representation of constants. So now consider our aim is to find these two solutions. So r dash, r double dash plus r dash minus lambda square is equal to 0. to solve this equation, partial differential equation, there is a elliptic equation. R is equal to e to the power of t, then t is equal to log r. This is exponential form. Exponential form we can write in the logarithm form like this. So r square, r double dash r is there. R double dash can be written as d minus 1, d minus lambda square is equals to r. So we are writing the auxiliary equation. D is multiplied by d minus 1, d square minus d, this plus d as it is, minus lambda square. So simplify it, minus d plus d 0, d square minus lambda square into r is equal to 0. The auxiliary equation written as m square minus lambda square is equal to 0, m is equal to plus or minus lambda. Then here roots are real and distinct. Then we know that very well how we can write the solution. R is equal to C1 e to the power of lambda t plus C2 e to the power of minus lambda t. Then R1 is equals to C1 e to the power of lambda t is substitute here. T is equal to log r plus C2 e to the power of minus lambda r log r. C1 into e to the power of, this is, you can write in this form, like logarithm of m to the power of n is n log m, but logarithm of n log m can be written as e to the power of logarithm of m to the power of n. We are writing that form here. C1 e to the power of logarithm of r to the power of lambda e plus C2 e to the power of log r to the power of minus lambda to the base e. Then simplify this. E to the power of logarithm of r to the power of lambda to the base e, you will get only r to the power of lambda. This will get r to the power of minus lambda. So final solution is r is equal to C1 r to the power of lambda plus C2 r to the power of minus lambda. The solution of equation 2 becomes this equation. Our equation 2 is like this: u of r comma theta is equal to r of r h of theta. The total solution will get like this: u of r comma theta is equals to C1 r to the power of lambda plus C2 r to the power of minus lambda, C3 cos, this solution will get this one, where from this one h double dash by h, this solution h double dash plus lambda square h is equal to 0, nothing but d square plus 1 is equal to 0, d square is equal to minus 1, d is equal to plus or minus I. When the roots are imaginary, so our solution in terms of cos and sine. So C3 cos lambda theta plus C4 sin lambda theta. Call this is equation number 3. Now we are actually circular. We can take when r is equal to 0, u of r comma theta tends to 0. Since u of r comma theta contains the term C2 r to the power of minus lambda. At r is equal to 0, means here u of r comma theta tends to 0. This forces us to have C2 must be 0. C2 must be 0 means here this C2 must be 0. Then C2 must be 0 means the remaining terms write as it is. Then u of r comma theta is equals to C1 r to the power of lambda, C3 cos lambda theta plus C4 sin lambda theta. Now using the periodicity condition, u of r comma theta is equal to periodic condition, u of r of theta plus 2 pi. Then u of r comma theta is here. This one, u of r comma theta is C1 r to the power of lambda, C3 cos lambda theta plus C4 sin lambda theta. Then u of r theta plus 2 pi. Then wherever theta is there, just write theta plus 2 pi. I written like this: C1 r to the power of lambda cos lambda theta means theta plus 2 pi, C3 this one plus C4 sin lambda theta per lambda theta plus 2 pi. Then we considering here C1 r to the power of lambda, C3 cos lambda theta minus cos lambda theta plus 2 pi plus C1 r to the power of lambda, C4 sin lambda theta minus sin lambda theta plus 2 pi. What we have doing here means, here left hand side terms is C1 r to the power of lambda is there, right hand side is also C1 to the power of lambda, r to the power of lambda is there, clubbing together, right together. And sine term is there, sine terms writing together. From this equation will get in this form. Look, it is very important thing. The above equation converted in the form like this: cos C minus cos D, sin C minus sin D. Then cos C minus cos D, use the formula. Then we write using the formula we can write cos C minus cos theta means cos lambda theta minus cos of lambda theta plus 2 pi is equal to minus 2 times of sin 2 theta by 2 theta plus 2 pi by pi lambda sin lambda theta minus 2 pi by pi. Theta plus theta 2 theta, theta minus theta plus 2 pi by 2. Then simplify this. 2 theta plus 2 pi. If you take the 2 is the LCM, sorry, common here, 2 get cancelled. Then minus 2 sin lambda theta pi, sin here theta minus theta get cancelled. Then only will get sin lambda pi. Sin lambda pi. Then here 2 sin theta into 2 sin theta, again sin is there, you can write 2 sin lambda pi. Then now this term, we are simplified this term. It is in the form of sin C minus sin D. Use that formula. 2 times of cos lambda theta plus pi minus sin lambda minus pi. So 2 sin lambda pi. Look here, we are writing the 2 sin lambda pi means cos lambda theta minus cos lambda theta 2 pi, we are substituting here, back to here. And this term is already, this value is known. Substitute here, we'll get in this form. Sin lambda theta, 2 sin lambda pi, C4 sin lambda theta, lambda of theta pi minus C4 cos lambda theta plus pi is equal to 0. Then this term not equals to 0. 2 sin lambda pi must be equals to 0. Then sin lambda pi is equal to 0. Sin lambda pi is equal to sin n pi. So sin get cancelled and pi get cancelled. Lambda is equal to n. N is equal to 0, 1, 2. This solution is exist for all the values of n is equals to 0, 1, 2. Then equation A becomes, then what is equation A means? Wherever lambda is there, just substitute the n there. Here equation A is here. This is the equation A. This is the equation A. Substitute equation A, r is equals to lambda is equal to n. U of r comma theta is equal to C1 r to the power of n, C3 cos n theta plus C4 sin n theta. So using the linear superposition theory, then we finding the n dimensional. Then U of r comma theta is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity, Cn r to the power of n, C3 n cos n theta, C4 n sin n theta. U of r comma theta is equal to summation of n equals to 0 to infinity r to the power of n. We multiplying the constant Cn, C3n, you are writing an, Cn, C4n, you are writing bn. The equation 4, we are writing instead of Cn, C3n, an, Cn, C4n is bn. Where equation 4 is a full range Fourier series. This is the required solution of the given, that is the elliptic equation, that is a Laplace equation. Thus the constants an, here an and bn are to be determined from the boundary conditions. Then put r is equals to a. We have a 2, look here, r is r is lies between 0 to a. Then here also theta is lies between 2 pi. So find the constant r is equals to a, u of a comma theta is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. We are substituting r is equals to a to the power of n, an cos n theta plus bn sin n theta, f of pi. Then u of a comma theta is equals to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity an cos n theta, f of pi. Here bn sin theta, when look here, when theta is equals to a, when r is equals to a, then this sin is goes to 0. Then we get an cos n theta, f of pi. U of a comma theta is equals to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity an bn sin n theta, f of pi. We are separating the two solutions, this one. So from the equation 5, we have a two solutions. This is half solution, this is half another solution. From the equation 5, the constant a and bn are determines for n is equal to 0, a to the power of n, a naught is equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to f of pi d theta. N is greater than 0, a to the power of n, an, 1 by a integral over the 0 to a f of pi cos n pi d pi. So a to the power of n, bn is equal to 1 by a integral 0 to a f of pi sin n theta n pi d pi. Equation 6 is the final solution of the given equation. So how will get it? This this an and bn means an bn means using these two conditions constant, we can find the solution. This is the main solution. Okay, now this is the today's class. We can meet in the next class.